Hey guys, this is your host Ronald Nixon, bringing you another video. Uh, the video that I want to show you guys, or the blog, today it's April 2nd, 2016. The blog that I want to show you guys is very special. It's continuing with a series that I started in October, and it's funny since I look back on it. I was nervous. You can understand when somebody starts blogging and getting into YouTube and doing it for the passion. The first video was about Joe Montana, which I consider being the best quarterback that I ever saw since I was a kid. So I want to take a different direction. So today I want to show you a special player that, thanks to him, I got to know the team better. And I will say that
I'm going to tell we call Don, you get outside the tight end. If you want to get a two-point stance, you get where you feel like you can rush the quarterback. You understand? Yeah. Rush the quarterback. Let's go now. Relentless, Greg. Don't run that over here. What's the wrong with you?
he was Ray Lewis before Ray Lewis came into the league.
The toughest players in the NFL. You can go back to the 1950s when they had Ernie Stautner and John Henry Johnson. And then in the 60s and 70s, they had the Steel Curtain, Mean Joe Green, Jack Lambert. And now, Greg Lloyd. Greg, welcome to the show. You know, there's a sign that hangs out there on game day, and on it says, "Just plain nasty." And then your name underneath it. Is that an accurate description of the way you play?
You leave it on the field. I mean, you do whatever you have to do to win, and it's going to be perceived as being nasty.
When I start seeing Greg Lloyd, this was the first card I bought. I don't know if the company still exists, but it's a Skybox. So this is the first card I ever got.
Acting like a bunch of... You don't get in your gap, they're going to beat your ass.
We had you mic'd for a game last year. And I got to tell you, your language, when you get mad off the field, do you talk like that?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's I mean, like you said, this is a game. This is my profession, and I bring to the game, I think, what a lot of people have been looking for a long time back here in Pittsburgh is the love of the game. I mean, a guy who wants to go out and wants to win at any cost. And I do whatever I have to do, to get my players motivated and to try to win the ball game.
That's hard. You gonna play like that? Don't bother to come back out here.
You're not yelling at the other team. You yell at your own teammates.
It's a form of motivation. If it doesn't apply to you, then don't listen to it. For some guys, you have to motivate them that way and let them know that, listen, this is for real.
Don't go sticking your head where it don't belong. That's one.
It's a 91 card. So when I start seeing him and how he played, I saw him on TV when they played against Kansas City, when Joe Montana went to the Chiefs in a trade, and a couple of days I saw the game on YouTube. Chad Brown was the rookie, so they had Chad Brown, Kevin Green, Greg Lloyd, and I think they had Lavan Kirkland. I'm not sure. I have to check the video, but I'm gonna put it on the description if you want to see it. They had T.J. Johnson, Rod Woodson, Carnell Lake on safety, and Bell, I think, was the other safety. So Greg Lloyd was an amazing player. It is a shame that He didn't play more than 10 seasons. He got drafted in 87, and I think he played until 1996 with the Steelers.
Who's the one guy when you're growing up that you don't want to get in a fight with? The guy that feels like, he's just a crazy man and he'll do anything. The guy feels like he has nothing to lose. And, I think Greg plays out on the field like he just has nothing to lose.
Hey, man. Hey, get the out of his face. What the wrong with you? So, Greg Lloyd, don't be so mean, man. Greg Lloyd, man. You see the sign right there? Hard, boy. Just pray, man. That's it, boy.
This is Flair 96 linebacker Greg Lloyd, and it says greatest game: posted 14 tackles and 1 fumble recovery against Atlanta, 27 of September 93. And if you see the stat, well, if I'm seeing the stats, in 94 was his best overall. He had 10 sacks. So when Greg Lloyd, what can you say about that guy? And check this out.
The single toughest guy that I've been around would be Greg Lloyd. I've seen Greg play with injury. He is the most intense competitor that I've been around. He has a way of getting himself ready, and he has a motor that runs all the time, and what you see is what you get.
Don't run that over here. What's the wrong with you?
He's the type of guy that you always have confidence that when that whistle blows on Sunday, that you're going to get everything that he has for the next 60 minutes. And that starts in practice during the week because he practices the same way.
95 Flair, Greg Lloyd. When the hologram started, like 3D started coming out, it's the 94 season. That was a great team.
I love the game. I love playing the game. I love being in that outside linebacker position, and I don't accept complacency from anybody.
Let's not have somebody running around that 3rd and 15, get the ball wide open. We're better than that. We play better than that, all right?
Intimidating opponents, playing in pain, and inspiring his teammates. Steelers linebacker Greg Lloyd does everything one would expect from the NFL's toughest man.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Pinnacle, action pack, Eye of the Storm, Greg Lloyd. I'm gonna read the back. It says, Greg is the scariest man in football. So said both of the players and defense coordinator in separate polls last year. Runner up in voting for Defensive Player of the Year. That's how good he was. He got black belt in Taekwondo and PhD in pain. He knocks quarterbacks, receivers, and even himself silly. Greg Lloyd was a beast.
You come through that tunnel and you see a void, Lord, and just plain nasty. And it's like, this is all for me. This is all mine. You got 50,000 people screaming your name. It's like they all scream my name. And there's a fire that comes on inside you. And it's like, all right, they're here to see me. Let's give them a show.
Like I said before, and that's why I follow guys like Isaiah Jackson. Probably I don't have the hat because I'm wearing right now a Batman animated series shirt that I bought at New York Yankees, but I have the cards, and I want to show you how serious I am about the Steelers. Let me find it. And I stopped collecting in 95, 96 because the store that I went to closed. But in closing, I want to show you this. This is I'm going to show you 4 cards. Super Bowl 13. Here's the back. It's from Pro Set. That was the first style cards I bought, and I'm going back when I was 10 or 11 years old. Here's Super Bowl 9. First ring. Still awesome when they beat the Vikings.
We like to pause for a minute. Listen.
Hey, everybody else.
Listen. Listen, guys, we waited for one whole year to get this trophy. And it means so much to everybody in here, but I don't think, it go without a do. This thing belongs to Mr. Rooney. It belongs here, and let's see if we can bring this damn thing back here next year, along with the fucking Super Bowl. Here we go.
And when the head coach, Chuck Noll, stepped down, that was in 91. I was 13, more or less around that age. And I want to show you that's why I follow the Steelers. Check this out. First card of head coach Bill Cowher.
Dan Rooney, let me tell you this. I love his trophy, but I like that football better. We got one more to go, guys. Great job.
This is the first. This is the only card I have of the head coach. So it's a Pro Set, and I'm gonna read it. Defensive specialist takes over Steeler team that finished second in the AFC Central when there were only 3 divisions by conference. Became 15 head coach in franchise history. At 34, is second youngest head coach in league. This will be 13 seasons in league, including 5 as a player and 7 as assistant coach. Was team coach 85 through 86 and secondary coach 87-88 for Browns. Was defensive coordinator and linebacker coach for Chiefs 88-91. Playing career was spent with Browns 80 through 82 and Eagles 83 through 84. Is Pittsburgh area native. So that's why I loved the way Bill Cowher coached. He coached with passion. He coached with fire. And it was for the early 90s. It was something different.
Hey, man. Hey, get the out of his face. What the wrong with you?
Greg Lloyd's a monster. And he's a monster that can move. That's the thing.
He's just a crazy man, and he'll do anything. The guy feels like he has nothing to lose. And, I think Greg plays out on the field like he just has nothing.
And this, right now, in the last card, I'm going to show you guys, is a Pro Set Colette book. So, this guy right now, I think he works for ESPN. But back in the day, man, he was a beast. He didn't have like 1,000-yard season, but still was pretty good as a running back. He as a all-purpose back, like 500. And I'm talking about Check this out. Merril Hoge.
Because they definitely slow you down when you want to move and avoid people.
Here comes Merril Hoge breaking into the open and has some blockers. Still on his feet with one man to beat. Simon Fletcher cuts him off and Hoge goes out of bounds at the Denver 47.
Break tackles and he strides out. Now we see him start right, then cut back behind Mecklenburg, behind Atwater, but look at him keep his feet. Now he strides out well. He probably runs about a 4.740, but it's very efficient. Excellent job. He should have kept running there. He might have got 3 or 4 more yards, but excellent running.
Pittsburgh Steelers. A huevo. This is like a cartoon series. And here it says Merril Hoge days have indefinite run in Pittsburgh. Outside of Idaho and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, few people had heard of Merril Hoge. So this goes to the new generation from 2000 until now.
And Worley in motion. It's a draw for Hoge. And Hoge broke tackles. Merril Hoge is pushed out finally by the free safety Jeff Donaldson. And that
when Worley jumps outside on the motion, you can see that it's not a trap. It's just a straight ahead blocking. Hoge with a great move on 54, Al Smith. And then Hoge he doesn't have outstanding speed, but Lewis Lips helps with a tackle, 83.
He was 10th round draft choice. 10th round, guys, in the 80s. Right now it's only 7. Of Idaho State, and school not known for football. 10th round choices usually are long shots to make the team, but Hoge did it playing on the Steelers special teams. His rookie total amount to 8 yards. Only 8 yards. 3 attempts, 8 yards, 2.3. That's it. In 88, however, Hoge became a starter, rushing for 705 yards and catching 50 passes. On the video against the Chiefs that I'm talking in the 93 Wildcard, he's playing. In 88, he rushed for 621 yards and scored 8 touchdowns, but he still was a relative unknown. Merril Hoge name became better known in the playoffs in the AFC wildcard against Houston, when the Houston Oilers were there. Now they are the Houston Texans. He rushed for 100 yards and the Steelers pulled out a 26-23 overtime victory. The best was yet to come in the AFC divisional playoffs against Denver. He rushed for 120 yards and 1 touchdown on 16 carries. Steelers won on 16 carries in the Steelers' 24-23 loss to the eventual AFC champion Broncos. Not only did Merrill earn national attention, he was also featured by hometown of Pocatello, Idaho, which is celebrated Merril Hoge Day in February of 1990. And here's the picture. So, in closing, guys, this is my second video on the series. Lots of football I want to talk about with the cards. Pittsburgh Steelers, San Francisco 49ers, Buffalo Bills were the teams that I follow, the Denver Broncos. But there's something about Pittsburgh and the way they are, the way the organization is, that I love. So hope you like the video, guys. Hope you enjoy it. I always did it with care. I wanna take a pause and apologize. I was out a couple of weeks before because my computer was broken, so sorry for that. To Isaiah Jackson, Alcanto Spartan, mi paisano, huge Shout outs to all the Steeler fans, US, Mexico, Sudamérica, Europa, Canada. We all are family in a different perspective. The only thing that changes is the person, the language, and the country. But we all fight for that 7th ring. And in closing, guys, always remember to be humble and blessed. This was your host, Omar Quevaras. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next vlog. Thank you for watching, guys. Saludos.